During week 8 of the NFL season, Malik Willis was so bad that the Titans said, F it. Derrick Henry, take us home. He had 7 of his 30 runs were duo. 16 of those runs were inside zone or split zone. 43% of those runs was outside zone. And they were like, Derrick Henry, just take us home. Because Malik Willis, you're not it. All right, let's get into Derrick Henry's runs versus the Texans week 8. But before that, if you like the video, like the video. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And hit that bell so you can be notified when these videos drop. Throughout the rest of the 2023 off season, or the upcoming off season, however we want to say it, the off season, which is never really an off season, but you get the gist. All right, let's start off with this play. You'll get some inside zone, and that's the blocking you should see right there. Left tackle's gonna kick out. Left guard's going to go to that 3 technique. Center's gonna work up to the Mike, the left tackle, which is gonna be the key block. He's gonna work up to a 48, which I think is Christian Harris. And that's the read guy. The highlighter right there, that's your read guy. That's who Malik Willis is going to check. And if he crashes, he'll keep it. If he kind of stays outside or goes with the tight end, because the tight end really gonna false block him and go outside. If he goes with that, he's just gonna hand it off to Derrick Henry. So watch the read man. He just kind of stays there. So if he stays there, the only option you have as a quarterback is to give it. If you have any indecision, you just give it. So you see Malik Willis is eyeing him right now, staring 97 down. He don't really commit to anything, so you got to give it to him. The key block is 78 on Christian Harris, which is going to happen right here. That's going to be the key block that's inside zone. You see everybody else got a solo block and they doing their thing. Solo, climbing, whooping the 1 technique. And, really the read man, and 78 is going to get up on Christian Harris. There it is. Now, Derrick Henry read all that. First, he read the block of the center, got behind it. Now he's going to see Christian Harris try to guess, and 78 is going to take care of that. And with 97 just really not committing to anything, he has to make sure Henry has the ball before he crashes. But that's all the space Henry needs to get through there. So basically, Henry just ends up going straight downhill. Watch it. Henry gets the ball on the hash and just pretty much goes straight downhill. And that's the place you don't want Derrick Henry. Coming straight downhill. And not only does he come downhill, watch him finish the run. Watch him finish the run. Fake him out. He really want to make that tackle no way. Still form 25 and just dive in. On simple inside zone read. That's all it was. That's simple zone read. The next one. Outside zone. And this is a bunch of the players were outside zone. If I'm not mistaken, 13 of the 30 runs were outside zone. And at this point in the game, they was like, just forget it. We're going to run the outside zone. And whatever we get, because Malik Willis, you ain't it. You see the blocking schemes comes up right there. The main block is the edge out on 55 and 32. That's the main block. But the run's going to hit inside. But you got to take care of the main blocks first. That center's block on the 1 tech is going to be crucial. Then we got a guy on the backside we really just don't care about. Like running outside zone to the offense's right, defensive left. Jalen Petrie is a non-factor. Don't even block him. So you're getting everybody where you need to be. Then you got your 2 guys working up to the linebackers. And the linebackers kind of overplaying it. Henry already setting it up. So he's sticking that foot in the ground right now. Because he knows all you got to do is cut that thing back off Christian Harris. Because Christian Harris is going to work that way and kind of overplay it. And just cut it right back off of him. See it right there. Now again, you let Derrick Henry get up on the safety. The safety's not going to win that matchup 9 out of 10 times. And luckily, he had help on that one. But again, at that point, late in the game, they just ran outside zone, because they didn't want Malik Willis to have to throw the ball, not even a hitch. Now he ran counter. You didn't see much of this in there. This might have been the only play of counter you saw, but it still was effective. Got your blocking scheme on the front side. You can get a double team on the 3 technique. Work the backside. You're going to get a down block on the 1 technique by the center. You're going to get your guard pulling to hit the end man on line of scrimmage, which is 92, and you're getting your fullback / tight end to do something that we're going to teach you a little bit about in a second. You see initial blocks coming. You got the double team. You got the down block on 91. You got your guard pulling for the end man on line of scrimmage. So we want to talk to you about is log block. So what should happen is this first yellow line, that's where the puller should hit and the running back should hit right behind it. But on a log block, you can't tell if it's going to happen pre-snap or post-snap. It's a post-snap read. I'm sorry. You can't tell if it's going to happen pre-snap. It's a post-snap read. And because 92, closed that hole enough, the three people got to read this. The puller, the second puller, and the back. And so since he's so tight in there, the second puller, which is the H-back, has to bounce outside, which is the second yellow line you see. But also, Derrick Henry has to read that also and bounce outside with the second puller. Now, the second puller really is too much trash in here. So now his assignment goes to the first different color that show up. Whatever is the first different color that show up, that's what I got to block. And that's what a log block is. You can't, unless you know you got a team that like to squeeze, you can kind of practice it. But if they do something different, it's a feel. It's a feel. You got to do it, post snap. But you got to prepare for it because you got defensive ends that run up field and you can kick them out. But then you have defensive ends that like to spill, then you got to log it. So it's something that you have to work as an O-line unit and as a running back. And you'll see the second puller just pick up. I think that's 32 that's going to show up. First man show up, he picked him up. Derrick Henry read it also. They bounced that thing outside. Get another nice run. Another nice run. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the only counter they ran all game. Get duo. Now, duo is hard to teach. It's also difficult to notice a lot too because it looks like inside zone. But there's one key thing that gave this away to let me know that they were running duo as much as they did during this game. And I'll tell you it toward the end. But those two guys, duo stands for double teams. That's what it comes from. You're supposed to get a bunch of double teams on the line of scrimmage. But the way the Texans are lined up, the two guys that should be doing most of the double teams, they don't have to. Because they're going to end up with solo blocks because of the alignment of the defense. And the center should be getting a double team. Should be, if it was somebody in this front side A gap, this left side A gap, it should be a double team there. And if it was somebody in this 3 technique, it should be a double team there. But they're reverse. So the way they're going to run it, they're not going to end up double teaming. They're going to have, everybody going to have a solo block. You see, that's everybody with a solo block. And again, you see 71 solo, 55 solo, 60 going up to backer, 64 got the 1 technique, 78's checking the end, but going up to the other backer, 15's crashing down, and 2's crashing down. And that's the reason 15 and 2 crashing down, it's kind of what gives it away to this being duo for me. When you run duo, you want the weakest tackler unblocked. And the weakest tackler in most schemes is the cornerback. So obviously, Stingley was lined up on number 2, but he cracked down. And most of the time, the weakest tackler is the cornerback. So you see how Derrick hit that thing backside automatically because he knew who was unblocked. And that's why I realized it was duo. And look at that whiff. When you run duo, even if the guy is way out there, they tell them to block down. We want the unblocked guy to be the cornerback. And so in this case, it worked out well. The unblocked guy was Derrick Stingley, and he wanted no parts of King Henry on that play. Last one. Fake jet split zone. Lot of stuff going on this play. It's a lot. Get the fake jet motion coming across, and you see the trailer coming with him. Then you're getting your inside zone mix. You're getting the front side. Let me back it up a little bit. That's the jet sweep. Get your inside zone blocking. 55 is going to be blocked by the tackle. You got your guard climbing up to Kirksey. You got your center and your nose kind of fighting that thing out. You get a double team play side. Then working up to Christian Harris. Now what's going to happen here is you're going to get Petrie blocked out because he's part of the play. We got something for 92 on the play side. And that's that tight end coming across. You see a tight end that's going to come across the formation. He's going to end up coming across the formation right behind the jet sweep guy. And you'll see 32 go with him because they're in a man look. So when the tight end goes across the formation, 32 is going to go across the formation. And it's significant that you see 32 because of once Derrick Henry gets the ball, we'll see what 32 does to him. A lot going on. And look at the, I talked about Malik Willis being trash, but look at the footwork for this play, though. Fake the jet sweep, get out the way of the puller, and hand the ball off to Henry. That's a lot going on for a quarterback. And I know we talked about this throwing this game, but that's elite footwork for what's going on. It's a lot going on. And now you see 32 coming across because he has to follow the tight end across, and the tight end is kicking out the end man on line of scrimmage. So 32 is right there to make the play. Should make the tackle. But now Derrick Henry's elite athleticism comes into play. Watch it. 32 doesn't even touch him. Watch this. What was he checking the grass for pellets or something? What's going on? And again, 36 is one-on-one with Derrick Henry, which is another safety. One-on-one with Derrick Henry, a place they don't want to be. And again, missed tackle. And a guy this big shouldn't be able to run away from people, but he does. And the end result of this is Malik Henry was playing so bad that in that late third quarter, fourth quarter, they said, we just going to hand this thing off. A lot of it was outside zone, and they was like, man, let's just try to get out of here. Because Malik Willis ain't it. And obviously you can see he ain't it. They drafted Will Levis this year. So they basically drafted a rookie quarterback last year, and they drafted one last month. Last month. So something going on, but they still got Henry. They still got them great run schemes that they can execute with high level. And so we'll see what the Titans end up doing. But week 8 versus the Texans, Derrick Henry got loose by force, not by choice. It was either Derrick Henry or they was going to lose to the Texans. So again, I appreciate you guys for coming through. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. If you have not liked the video, please like the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you like the content you saw, and hit that bell so you can be notified when these videos drop. And again, I appreciate everybody for coming through. See y'all soon. Peace.